why don't you do the block and see if it takes away the hot flashes? And I'm like,
Interesting.
So SGB, Stellate Ganglion block, has been around since 1925.
Okay.
So it's an old procedure. First time I ever did it was 1980.
Were they using it for PTS and TBI back then?
Pain.
For pain. Okay.
So the most common use in the United States, in Japan is a little different, but in the United States, the most common use is CRPS, complex regional pain syndrome. The nerves get hooked up in a weird way and it starts to swell and burn. And what you do is you do the injection in the neck. Poof, if you do it early, this pain goes away.
Interesting.
Anybody who has CRPS, if you realize you have it, treat it as soon as you can, because the first 3 months is very important. So he says, you do this stellate thing for the hand sweats. Why don't you do the block and see if it takes away the hot flashes? And I'm like,
interesting.
No, it won't work. He said, how do you know? I said, because nobody have done it. He says, try it.
Right.
So I did it, took it away, and I forgot about it. She comes back a year later, said, Doc, my hot flashes came back. I said, what do you mean, it worked? She said, yeah, it worked for a year. I was like, what?
Wow.
So I called up my brother. I said, send me 10 more and I'll try it and see if I can help them. We did it and it worked well. I knew I was in trouble when the first line in Chicago Tribune was Bianca Kennedy, this beautiful breast cancer survivor, was so desperate to get rid of hot flashes, she let Dr. Lipov plunge a 3-inch needle into her neck. That was the first line. And I was like, what? So I looked up the anatomy. So it turns out this goes here, it goes to the brain. So I called up my brother and I said, hey, send me a PTSD patient, which he had one, which was abused, whatever. He was on his way to be admitted to a psych ward. We did a procedure, gone. He was fine. The weird thing is, 7 years later, Northwestern got a $4 million grant from NIH to study stellate for hot flashes.
Funny how that works, right? It all comes full circle sometimes.
I said, is this complete bullshit or is that real? I said, it's real. Here's the paper. He replicated in 2 seals and he published the paper on 2 patients in 2010.
Wow.
And that's how I got it to the military. There's a big study being done at NYU, hopefully it'll be out beginning of next year, which shows that this is real and it changes the brain.